So Yoshi dropped a bombshell of a patch, but all we could think about was the new item. Our question was, how many souls a minute would it take for initiates to have a chance against Eternus players? We decided 1500, and we removed the damage debuff. Is that enough for 6 initiates to beat 6 Eternuses? Let's find out. Eternus versus Initiate, but we gave them an incredibly buffed egg. It's gonna be a fantastic game of Deadlock. As you can already see right now, the egg has already paid for himself, just going up and down that zip line. It's gonna be 1500 souls a minute, no damage penalty, and a little bit of movement speed to boot. Is that gonna be enough for these Initiates to destroy these Eternuses? Let's find out. Lycan, what do you think?
I think it really just depends on when these initiates sell their item, because I mean, if they sell it, if they're waiting for it just to go up and sell it too late to the point where they've already lost the game, I mean, it's got no value. It's a wasted slot.
Yeah,
I mean, don't sell it too early. You don't want to lose out on the items.
I mean, I think the correct strategy is to have just one person in a lane sell that item, right? Like, for example, we have Doorman and Victor. I think in one. What do we have in this lane? Infernus and we have Eternus and Venator, right? Infernus wants to hold it, Venator wants to keep it. Venator is not as good in an early game as, well, to be fair, they're both not very good early game characters. But yeah, Infernus wants to keep it, wants to get those 6.4k items. Venator can use a little bit of an early boost. Already you can get a 1600 item and an 800 item if you sell it right here, right now. So, pretty good item overall. But yeah, in terms of strategy, I do think that the Initiates are going to struggle very much early game, because they're not going to decide to sell, and I think the Eternuses are just going to be able to push those Guardians easily. But once the game opens up, once it goes to Walkers, I think it's going to be a very, very hard game for the Eternuses. And we already see our first sell. It is the Victor who has sold it. I'm curious to see what item he's going to buy. He has bought Extra Spirit, he has bought Extra Regen, he is trying to buff up his resistances a bit, and I presume that he's going to try and buy Torment Pulse next. That's why I see cute. But like, what do you think are incredibly important items for this Victor to buy? You are the Victor expert after all.
I mean, Torment Pulse is always just good for area damage. Surprisingly, I'm looking at his queue right now. He does not have Infuser queued for a very long time. He's already fully queued his build. But he does have Healing Booster early, which, I mean, that might not prove to be a very good idea, considering these are Eternus players. They know what anti-heal is, they know it exists, and they know how to apply it. And they know how to deal with a Victor, hopefully.
I mean, for people who don't know how to deal with the Victor, if it's early game, you buy anti-heal. If it is late game, you buy curse. That's the two ways you deal with the Victor. But yeah, we do already see actually almost every single person in the Initiate team has popped it, and slowly they have a massive soul lead. And I mean, this is proving to be really fun. Restorative Shot and melee lifesteal and extra regen. Trying to get every single restorative item in the lane because these Eternuses are just so good at poking. And I do see a first death on both sides. Very interesting stuff so far.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly expected it to be a bit more of a bloody early game. I mean, they've got some great poke characters, great brawl characters. You've, on the Eternus side, Shiv's good poke. Abyssus can be good poke and also good brawl. Same with Fencer, Apollo.
Apollo. I mean, it's so hard to know all these new names, right? Like, I still call Victor Frank like half the time. I still call Sinclair Magician. It's so freaking rough. But yeah, I mean, we do see Trophy Collector. I mean,
yeah, all of the Eternuses started with sprint boots, so I think they're all trying to go for an early trophy to get keep their money somewhat even.
Yeah, I mean, like, the Eternuses do have a very obvious win con in this game, which is get all the way to the end game, because it doesn't matter. An Initiate with maxed out items versus an Eternus with maxed out items, the Eternus will win 99.999% of the time. Like, it's not even a question, right? On the other hand, the Initiates will struggle, and they will struggle a lot to win in a very late game scenario. So the Eternuses can get to late game and still win the game, but so the Initiates have to wrap it up way before then. That's going to really depend on how these guys approach the game. The soul lead is certainly favoring them, and they all can buy and sell the eggs, which means that they can buy the egg right after they sell it and try to get more money in the bank again. Kind of like Banana Banks in Bloons Tower Defense 6. That's a game people still play, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard it's crossing over with Fortnite, so...
It's crossing over with Fortnite? Let's go. Anyhow, this Venator is looking for 4,200. He does sell it, and what is he gonna buy here? He decides to buy another egg.
And a bullet lifesteal.
Nothing.
Wait, no, I don't think he's bought anything. I think he's dealing with the lane right now.
Yeah, I mean, when you see these guys have already come in, you want to strike exactly when they're trying to decide the items. The Shiv comes in. He's getting poked to death, this Venator. Is there going to be enough damage, though? No, not at all. The bullet lifesteal proving to be so key in making sure he stays alive. And he's going to get a whole bunch more items, I hope, very soon. But, yeah.
See, first bridge buffs are up. We got a gun on the right and a vitality on the left. No one has taken them yet, though.
Yeah, the Eternises are just so busy preoccupied with their lanes. I mean, why not? Their soul difference is 20k behind. It's going to be so difficult for them to leave their lanes right now. Their trophy collector choice is also backfiring a little bit on them. Because, I mean, you got to get those kills somehow. And right now, we're 3-3. That's not happening. This ship is pushing really deep into enemy base. They're almost done with the Guardian. That's like so important. Even when you're this behind in lane, getting done with the Guardian means you can get a whole bunch of map control. You can try and pick up stuff while you're farming. And I mean, this is a whole bunch of damage. You want to kill these people as soon as possible. I think maybe a correct approach would be to sell the egg every single time you die instead of waiting for something, just so you can get more items and be a bit stronger. Because otherwise, the Eternises just kill you. But yeah, Eternus is trying to get a little bit of blast going on this Apollo, but it's not gonna work. Shiv is here to support him if need be, destroys the trap, and we're already going to another lane. Ivy is trying to get a little bit of poke. She doesn't have any items. She's going immediately for those big gun items. Headshot booster and now it's called something else. It's not Backstabber anymore. Stalker or something? Yeah.
Stalker, yes.
Yeah, core items for Ivy.
It's interesting to see that Ivy still has it. Like, I mean, I understand Backstabber on a way for lane. If someone turns around and you shoot them, they take damage. It's good for poke, but now you have to be close range for it. So I wonder if it is still good for Ivy, or if it's just sort of builds not being updated yet.
I mean, like on one hand, sure. On the other hand, Ivy can be really good at close range with that stone form and with that kudzu, which is no longer called kudzu. It's called vines now or something. Anyhow, the game has changed, and I am an old man. I like it the way it used to be. But yeah,
back with 4 lanes in orange lane.
Yeah. Back in my day, Shiv used to be good. Wait, no, that never stopped.
Oh, he's still good.
Yeah, he's still good. Okay, Silver comes in, and she's looking for a whole bunch of poke here on this Billy. She's a very good brawler, but she does not have her ult. Her ult has been massively nerfed, and she's not going to be heavying it constantly like she used to. And she's pretty easy to aim with that ult.
It is worth noting that they paired the Silver with the Page, who also sold her egg again and bought Greater Expansion. She also already bought Divine Barrier and fully maxed her second ability, Plot Armor. So they're definitely trying to put a character like Silver in a lane with Page, just to like let her roll over the lane, hopefully.
Alright, Eternus is trying to go in for that Shiv. These guys are very, very ahead of their opponents at this point in time. Trying to go in, but I mean, these guys are scaredy cats, even being ahead. Almost twice the souls, they're just backing out. And that's always going to favor an Eternus. Gets a massive pick at Venator. And ult has been activated. Shiv tries to dodge it, will not be able to dodge it in time, but the riposte is activated, and that Infernus is very, very low. Is he going to be able to be wrapped up? Yes, he is, I think. Counter spell!
Counter spell? It's unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
We do see Doorman actually on the other side of the map got a kill with his Baroness. I mean, he has sold his egg and rushed Rapid Recharge Boundless with doorway distance.
Just maximum door. You know, this is like he's like playing Mirage. The rest of his team is playing their heroes. He's playing Mirage. Gets an excellent parry on that Billy. Oh wow, massive win there by this Silver. But she's just gonna die to Guardian.
Big tower, no.
But I mean, like, again, trades are not necessarily bad for the Eternises because they want to get their trophy collector stacks. They've kind of understood that they have to give up the early game. The early game, the mid game is going to go all the way to the initiates, but they might be able to win back in the end game.
Victor is still sitting on an egg of 6k value. I mean, this is going to come up soon. Infernus here's got 3k, and he's not upgraded any of his abilities. He's got 5 points to spend.
Yeah, I mean, like, all of these initiates are just not used to the idea of just getting, like, so many boons at the same time. Throws in a bunch of parries, trying to make sure that he escapes, but the Eternises have caught him out of position. And, I mean, is this Venator going to be able to wrap up that Shiv? I don't think so. I think he just circled. This is Liz we're talking about on this. Viscus, one of the best players in NA. He's just going to stun lock him to death. Viscus is so strong this patch. But yeah, on the other hand, Team Amber is doing an assault on lane number 1, going all the way to the Guardian. They are forced all the way up because, I mean, how are you going to win this 2v3 if they have twice your souls? But
now there's a Viscus incoming and an Ivy.
Oh no, that might be a very bad position. Final Saw comes, so many curses, and that is one dead Page. Is there going to be one dead Silver alongside it? The Silver
Billy ult pulled out, finally attaches the chain, pulls Silver back in. Silver transforming, gets the heal.
Yeah, that heal is so important, but is it going to be enough? This Viscus is here. He does have one more punch. The punch comes with life strike and so much healing for him too. The
She's
Silver,
just boxing in that
yeah,
small room with everyone else that ends up dying.
yeah, very,
Doorman
very
is
dangerous.
engaging in melee combat with multiple enemies.
Yeah. I mean, what else is he supposed to do? Is he going to be able to aim? Doorman can be a very good character, but he does need a whole bunch of aim with his very slow projectiles. Ivy's coming in. Gets a nice stun here. Is there going to be enough for that Viscous to wrap it? Yes! Very well done.
Oh, so many melee.
The Eternis, despite being 40k down, are fighting back in this game. But this Victor is also going to die right here. That's going to be a very important pick.
8.8k egg, though.
Oh.
I mean, even if he dies, he gets to turn it in and get some strong items.
Will he, though? Will he?
We'll see.
I mean, yeah. The Initiates, despite being 40k souls up, are still 5 kills down. And Viscous comes in. There's no more urn trick to be done. You have to do the old-fashioned way. You have to go all the way to the urn instead of just pressing 4 and doing it in 10 seconds. But, yeah, I think that it's going to be a pretty safe urn for these Eternuses. It is their side, after all. Silver comes in. Very dynamic fight so far. And, I mean, is she going to be able to do a correct chase here? I don't know. Ult is down. I don't think you can engage anymore. And Apollo comes in. He's starting to get a little bit of poke. Is there going to be enough time to get a little bit of poke? Yeah, gets one. I mean, Silver is
still another person to
24k.
have to deal with, though.
Yeah.
And they don't even have that tower down.
Yeah, the tower is just doing so much damage. It's always really funny to look at Initiate gameplay because they'll like pull some crazy parry or whatever in a chase, and then you look at the Guardian, they're just like standing there looking at the Guardian getting like 500 damage done. It's always really fun, but I mean, it's good. The Eternis also do fun gameplay. One more bullet is going to be able to wrap up the Guardian, and with that, all of the Eternis Guardians are down. One Initiate Guardian is still alive. But
we see an assault on the mid lane. It is worth noting that the Victor ended up buying escalating exposure and greater expansion with his egg last time. Let's see if it helps him take this Walker if he just kind of gets rolled over by the goo ball.
Yeah,
this is hurt though.
This is incredibly hurt, and he's gonna die. I mean, a fed Victor is always so scary.
Yeah, he's got Infuser queued up next. He might just not die soon.
Yeah, he's gonna be a Void sort of character or a Curse sort of character very soon. But still, the Eternises are getting picks. Can you tell me how many Trophy Collector stacks are on the Eternises, Lycan?
Yeah, we got 5 on Billy. Wraith sold hers already. Shiv has 9. Liz on Viscous has 7. 10 on the Apollo, and 11 on Ivy. That is a huge bag just sat on the side.
Were we saying something like, oh yeah, the Victor is, the Victor's gonna be immortal? There it is, him dying. The last Guardian has been picked up by this Wraith, and I mean, that's gonna be a little bit more macro space for these Eternises to work with.
Next all the money in the world can only help you if you are slot locked.
Yeah. That is going to be a huge problem. But I mean, again, the Eternises are just going to have better backer than these Initiates. There's going to be a 5v1 sort of scenario happening with some Initiates soon. And one Wraith is going to backdoor Walker, and there goes the slot. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be very difficult for these Initiates to push. That's for certain. The Doorman is looking for something here. He has that Apollo that he could look for, right? All the way to the base. But are you going to be able to push that Walker? Well, maybe you are. All right, let's see this. He goes in, goes for the repose, goes for the jump, and he's out of there. Apollo has just so much verticality. Very, very good character. Vander comes in, is not able to wrap up that Ivy. Very good place by the Eternises so far. Wraith has caught the Silver unawares. I mean, she does not have any jokers or anything like that. And suddenly you don't want to take that fight anymore. The disarm is just so powerful. And, however, her team is here, forces the ult. The ult can be delayed a little bit just so you can get more time for your team. And right behind the veil, the Wraith is incredibly safe. And this Silver is going to die. These Initiates keep dying on 1v1, 1v4s, 1v3s, right, Lycan?
Yeah, definitely dying to overwhelming odds a lot of the times. I mean, look at Victor right now. He's in a 1v3. Ult pop gets no stun. Ghost tries to go in.
He has not popped Infuser. That's so important in this scenario. I don't know why you wouldn't pop it.
That's the button you need to press immediately after you respawn, basically.
Yeah.
It is worth noting that there is a good bit of anti-heal on the
Eternus
Eternus side.
Oh, makes sense, right? Like, what do we have here? Does not get it in time, and this page is gonna die almost immediately. One last punch, is going to be good. Eternis is going to be back up. And again, these Eternises are just doing so well despite being 30, 40k souls down. They're getting all of these comeback urns. It's proving to be very difficult for these initiates to make headway.
It's hard. I mean, you can have souls and money, but sometimes they just know what they're doing more than you.
Yeah.
It's definitely the story of my life sometimes in ladder.
But yeah. This Eternus is going to try and go all the way back to base. He is being chased by this Apollo.
Parry stun from the Apollo to try to get him down. I mean, he's almost dead.
Yeah, he is
pushing
very
it too.
much dead. But this Victor is here. This Victor is allowed to 1v3, 1v4, many times. Yes, he pressed Infuser. He has popped Infuser. That's going to make him 9 immortal. There goes the first Eternus. Again, so valuable. And he has not bought an egg. I can see that he has not bought an egg. That's very interesting.
No, I think he tried to rush down to the fight to try to help his teammate. I mean, he's already got Jumpstart maxed, and he's also got Pain Battery maxed with Infuser. He should hopefully be nearly invincible right now.
Huh.
Although, maybe the same can't be said for the Silver here.
Yeah,
Just
I mean...
kidding!
Getting
up and down! Oh, no! How many punches? That was at least 5 or 6 punches in a row. He's got...
Yeah.
Recharging Rush.
Yeah, recharging rush is going to be so strong. But yeah, this Venator is good for Lucky Shot, Silencer, and Ricochet. What do you think about that build?
Max, I mean, a bunch of gun tier 4s that helps fuel his ult, and then I guess he just wants his M1s and normal M1s to just do good damage to stop the Eternuses from doing stuff. But I think they have enough game sense to know how to avoid that stuff, like silences.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult.
We see a ball?
But yeah, this
Stun
lives...
Viscor?
Yeah, this Viscous is going to do a lot of damage here. Massive amount of stunts. That's a third way
Stuns
you can
the Victor?
deal. Yeah. It's just moving so hard. This Victor is getting so many escalating stacks.
Stuns the Victor. Stuns the Victor.
Wait. The Victor's going to get him. The Victor's going to get him.
Unfortunately, that giant health. Oh, Ivy comes in to steal the souls, though, from his teammate.
Yeah.
Can he get out?
I mean, I presume he'll be able to get out. This Apollo is doing something very ambitious there. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. This Victor is proved to be the problem for the Initiative team. Maybe it's going to be their last hope. But yeah, I mean, look at this. He's going to die now. But everyone that's going to get exposure. He gets stunned. That's so much damage coming his way. He doesn't have anything.
Bullets on him. Cleanses it. Infuser. Yeah. Look at his health bar go up.
Oh,
he's going to get stopped, though.
Yeah, he does get stunned. But he does have a counter spell or something. Did he parry the walker? I don't know what he did there. But still, he's going to die. And that might mean a whole bunch of initiates die right after him. And that's going to be good enough for the Eternuses, I think.
Probably a mid. I wouldn't be surprised to see a mid-boss call. I wouldn't be surprised if Ivy's flying Shiv directly into mid-boss or just to another fight.
Yeah, it goes right into the page. And I think with 4 people dead, you have to go mid. Ivy misses.
Yeah, they're going.
Oh, misses it. That's really funny. But yeah, mid is going to be popped up pretty quickly. Ivy does have that Alk Fire. That's going to make mid so much easier for the opponent's team. And I don't know. I think these initiates are struggling so hard despite being so ahead in souls. The moment the Victor dies, their whole strength as a team dies.
Yeah, that Victor collapses and everyone else collapses under them. I think like the Page was a good idea to put her in with the Silver, but I think at this point she needs to just follow the Victor. She's got Transcendent Cooldown. She's got Divine Barrier, Rescue Beam. She just needs to help him. So we'll see if anybody can help steal this build.
I don't think so. This Viscous is, on the other hand, fighting solo around the Walker, trying to get as much damage as possible. Each one of these punches is 10% of the damage of the Walker, and he's going to try and back out. He uses it! He uses the maximum ult, and I think he's going to be able to piss right off. Oh, no!
Oh, no. Bad bounce, but the punch might just save his life and get him out to his team.
Yeah.
Ivy flying in.
Even when he's bad, Liz is good. But yeah, gets a massive stun here, and suddenly that's a dead-ass Silver. And yeah, I mean, the Baroness is just so difficult to deal with, but if there's no follow-up, what are you going to do? Dorman is 1v3ing right here. So much damage comes in, but Infernus goes
Giant Infernus ult.
Yeah, Giant Infernus ult gets immediately countered by everything, bro. Between that
he's
stun.
Dead. Oh, wait, no! Oh, he counterspelled at the wrong time for the ult.
Yeah, the Etani no San can be so powerful. Backdooring this Walker, you don't even need minions, and that's going to be a huge advantage. Liz is going to grab the urn with 3 rejuves, equal souls. Oh my god, these initiates are struggling.
100% like the Silver Page.
Oh yeah, Silver still gets out. Oh no, the Ivy! The Ivy!
Oh no, Ivy! Oh wait, hold on. She almost has ult though. If she can get out. I didn't know.
gonna be
Oh
able
no,
to get
he
out of
almost
here.
his ult.
No.
Oh no, Victor's chasing him.
The stone form is too much.
No,
I don't think you have time. I don't think you have time.
Oh, she almost got out by using stone form, but Victor's aura just did enough damage right as she came out. She couldn't pop ult.
That's really sad.
So unfortunate. Don't take strangers' doors
Yeah.
that you see on the side of the wall.
Yeah.
But Venator just got caught out taking trying to take some farm right now by this Apollo.
Yeah, again, it's a little bit greedy here, especially when the other team has 2 rejuves. He is still surviving, though. That ricochet might prove to be very important. Gets a massive pick on the Shiv, and I mean, here is the Initiates 4v1ing the Shiv. Let's see what happens here. And very big awareness on the Apollo, and that's 2 dead. Oh, 3 dead. Oh no, actually the Eternis are turning the whole game around. Gets a big pick on Eternus, and that's gonna be a massive punch. Crushing fist. Where are the parries? Where are the parries? No.
Silence, they airdrop silence to Victor. He's not able to do anything. He has no HP. He's cursed. He can't do anything. He's been building tanky, but I don't think he's been building
damage.
Survival. Well, not just like survival for anti what they're gonna do to him, like curse.
God. But yeah, Silver is trying to backdoor this Walker. I think that's not a very bad idea. You're not going to be able to defend base here. I think you lose shrines. But yeah, just trying to get a little bit of a flex slot, make that money worth the while. The eggs are going to need to be popped very soon for the Initiate team if they want to get one last boost for this very big base defense. As I say that, the page dies. And, I mean, this is a whole bunch of people out of position. Eternus is trying to survive here, trying to do his darndest, but what are you going to do? The onslaught of Eternus is just too strong. But yeah, shrines are being picked off one by one. I think the Eternuses are going to do both of them and back.
I don't know. I think they could probably drop the patron here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's another kill there. There's no real scary ult. Victor has no ult, and he's already hurt. They've shown that they know how to take him out.
Yeah. It's going to be really good. Anyhow, these Eternuses are going to try and push here. Ivy does use her flight, trying to get a very nice silence here. Right on him, and that's one hell of a dead Victor. And I mean, with a patron down, I think you're even allowed to stay. I think you're allowed to stay here.
I mean, there's only 10 seconds on their 1 rejuve, and Eternus is coming up with a ginormous ult. If he knows how to run in there with it, it covers at least the entire pit now. He's too busy selling his egg, though. And they're just ending. But there are defenders nearby giving the patron resistance.
Yeah. But these defenders are dying one by one. The power of Liz.
Now Infernus ult comes out. But
the cube is too strong. And I mean, I don't know about this one, guys. I think this might be a GG. What an ending. If you like that game, you should check our game where we gave Initiates infinite pianos. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much to our patrons. And have a good day, folks.